Men, pay attention. Sometimes the signs that a woman doesn't love you are subtle, but they are real, and ignoring them can cost you emotionally. Being in a relationship where feelings are one-sided drains your energy, confidence, and emotional health. Women who don't love you may stay in your life for comfort, convenience, or habit, but their lack of genuine investment can hold you back from the connection and fulfillment you deserve. Recognizing these signs early is crucial. Many men overlook red flags because they hope things will change, believe in potential, or misinterpret attention as affection. But true love is shown consistently through actions, not words alone. If her behavior signals disinterest, manipulation, or emotional distance, it's time to reevaluate your involvement. Continuing to invest in someone who doesn't reciprocate love only leads to frustration, confusion, and wasted time. This guide will help you identify the 7 most clear and actionable signs that a woman doesn't love you. Each section will explain the behavior, why it matters, and how it affects you emotionally and mentally. Understanding these patterns allows you to make confident decisions, protect your energy, and avoid getting trapped in a relationship that leaves you unfulfilled. Pay close attention. These signs are often subtle at first, but they accumulate, creating a clear picture of where her feelings truly stand. By recognizing them early, you can act decisively, maintain your dignity, and redirect your time and energy towards someone who truly values you. 1. She avoids emotional intimacy. The first sign that a woman doesn't love you is avoidance of emotional intimacy. Love is built on connection, trust, and vulnerability. If she consistently resists sharing her feelings, avoids deep conversations, or shuts down when you try to get close, it's a clear indicator that she is not emotionally invested. Emotional intimacy requires effort from both sides, and a lack of it signals disinterest or detachment. Many men mistake surface-level affection, casual texts, or occasional attention as love. But genuine love is expressed through consistent emotional engagement. A woman who doesn't love you will keep conversations shallow, avoid discussing future plans that include you, and rarely show genuine curiosity about your thoughts, feelings, or life. Over time, this creates a sense of emptiness and frustration because your emotional needs are not being met. Avoidance of intimacy often appears subtly at first. She might cancel plans last minute, seem distracted when you talk, or dismiss your attempts at connection. These behaviors are her way of keeping emotional distance. She may feel comfortable around you in social settings or casual interactions, but when it comes to vulnerability, she retreats. That emotional gap is a warning sign that she is not fully invested. Another indicator is her response to your vulnerability. If she dismisses your feelings, changes the subject, or makes light of your emotions, it demonstrates that she is unwilling or unable to engage on a deeper level. Love involves reciprocity. A woman who truly loves you will match your effort by providing emotional support, showing empathy, and investing energy into understanding and connecting with you. Avoidance of intimacy also affects her actions in subtle ways. She may avoid introducing you to close friends or family, resist sharing her personal life, or show little interest in creating shared experiences that strengthen your bond. Each of these behaviors indicates a lack of commitment to building a meaningful emotional connection. Recognizing this pattern is critical because emotional intimacy is the foundation of a healthy, loving relationship. Without it, any bond will feel hollow and unsatisfying. Men who ignore this warning often end up frustrated, questioning their worth, or trying harder to gain affection that will never fully come. If you notice consistent emotional distance, lack of engagement, or dismissive behavior, it's a signal to reevaluate your investment. Protecting your emotional energy and recognizing that love must be reciprocated is key. Emotional intimacy is not optional in a relationship. It's a core indicator of genuine love, and its absence is a clear sign to consider getting away before deeper hurt occurs. 2. She doesn't prioritize you. The second sign that a woman doesn't love you is that she consistently fails to prioritize you. Love is shown through actions, not just words. If she regularly puts other people, work, hobbies, or her own convenience above you without consideration for your needs, it's a clear indicator that you are not a significant priority in her life. Many men mistake occasional busyness or distractions as normal, but patterns reveal the truth. A woman who truly loves you makes time for you, adjusts her schedule, and shows genuine interest in spending meaningful moments together. When she neglects this, it signals that her emotional investment is limited. She may cancel plans frequently, arrive late without consideration, or be physically present but mentally distant. These behaviors reflect her unwillingness to place you at the center of her attention. This lack of prioritization also manifests in how she communicates. Messages go unanswered for long periods, she responds with minimal effort, or she only engages when it's convenient for her. Her attention is sporadic, conditional, and often tied to her comfort rather than a desire to nurture the relationship. A woman who loves you will actively seek engagement, demonstrate consistency, and make you feel valued through her presence and effort. Another example is her approach to shared responsibilities or future planning. She avoids discussions about long-term commitments, resists including you in important life events, or shows little interest in supporting your goals. By keeping you at a lower priority, she signals that her emotional investment is lacking and the relationship is not central to her life. It's important to notice patterns rather than isolated incidents. Everyone gets busy or distracted occasionally, but consistent behavior that places you last indicates a lack of genuine care. Men often rationalize these behaviors, believing that love will eventually grow, but in reality, love is demonstrated through consistent prioritization. Actions reveal true feelings, and repeated neglect is a warning sign that she does not value the relationship at the level required for a healthy partnership. Being with someone who doesn't prioritize you is emotionally draining. You invest time, energy, and affection without receiving equivalent care or attention in return. This imbalance creates frustration, resentment, and ultimately erodes self-esteem. Recognizing this early allows you to make a conscious decision to protect yourself rather than continuing in a relationship that offers little emotional return. Prioritization is a non-negotiable element of love. When it is absent, it is a clear signal to step back and reevaluate. A woman who genuinely loves you will show through her choices, actions, and consistent presence that you matter. The failure to prioritize you is one of the most telling signs that her feelings are not aligned with the commitment, care, and investment that love requires. 3. She doesn't invest emotionally. The third sign that a woman doesn't love you is a lack of emotional investment. Love requires effort, attention, and emotional energy. If she consistently avoids connecting with you on a deeper level, shows little concern for your feelings, or seems indifferent to your struggles, it's a clear signal that her heart is not in the relationship. Emotional investment is expressed through empathy, care, and willingness to share in your experiences, both highs and lows. A woman who doesn't love you will rarely check in about your well-being, dismiss your concerns, or respond in a way that feels perfunctory rather than genuine. She may offer minimal support or engage only superficially, giving the impression that her involvement is transactional rather than heartfelt. Subtle signs of low emotional investment include lack of enthusiasm when spending time together, minimal effort in maintaining communication, and avoidance of meaningful conversations. She may seem bored, distracted, or disengaged even when physically present. Over time, this behavior erodes connection and leaves you feeling emotionally starved, questioning why you are putting effort into someone who doesn't reciprocate. Another indicator is her reaction to your vulnerabilities. If she downplays your feelings, changes the subject when you open up, or fails to respond with compassion, it demonstrates a lack of care. Love involves mutual emotional support, and her indifference reveals that your needs are not a priority. Men often overlook this, focusing on occasional affection or physical intimacy, but genuine love requires consistent emotional engagement. A woman who does not invest emotionally will also avoid long-term planning or discussions that require commitment. She may resist sharing dreams, future goals, or integrating you into her life in meaningful ways. This avoidance highlights her unwillingness to engage in the emotional work that sustaining a healthy relationship demands. Recognizing this pattern early is crucial. Men who ignore the absence of emotional investment often end up overcompensating, trying to fill the gap with attention, gifts, or reassurance. However, emotional labor should be mutual. Continuously giving to someone who does not reciprocate leads to imbalance, frustration, and eventual resentment. Ultimately, lack of emotional investment is a red flag signaling that the woman's feelings are not aligned with love. Her indifference, minimal effort, and emotional detachment are warnings that staying in the relationship may cost you more than it gives. Genuine love is active, present, and engaged, and when those elements are absent, it's time to consider walking away. 4. She constantly criticizes or disrespects you. The fourth sign a woman doesn't love you is consistent criticism or disrespect. Love is built on respect, appreciation, and support. If she frequently belittles you, mocks your choices, or dismisses your opinions, it is a strong indicator that she does not value you emotionally or see you as a partner worthy of care. Criticism can take subtle or overt forms. It might be sarcastic comments, undermining your achievements, or pointing out flaws without sensitivity. While occasional disagreements are normal in any relationship, constant negativity or dismissive behavior reflects deeper emotional disengagement. A woman who truly loves you will offer constructive feedback with empathy and care rather than using criticism as a way to dominate, control, or express disinterest. Disrespect is another key indicator. This includes ignoring boundaries, making hurtful remarks, prioritizing her needs over yours without compromise, or showing contempt in her tone or actions. Disrespect erodes self-esteem and creates an emotional imbalance. When love is genuine, disagreements happen, but they are handled respectfully. Persistent demeaning behavior signals a lack of emotional investment and indicates that she does not hold you in the regard a loving partner would. Criticism and disrespect also manifest in social settings. She may embarrass you in front of friends or family, dismiss your opinions in public, or fail to support you when you need it most. This behavior is a reflection of how she truly values you. It shows a lack of loyalty, care, and protective instinct. Women who love their partners generally seek to elevate them, not diminish them. Men often rationalize or excuse these behaviors, believing they can change her mind or that her words are just a personality trait. The reality is that consistent criticism and disrespect are not signs of love. They are signs of emotional misalignment. Ignoring these signals leads to prolonged frustration, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion. Recognizing this pattern early allows you to make a conscious decision to protect your dignity and emotional energy. You deserve a partner who respects your individuality, supports your goals, and expresses care without judgment or contempt. Ultimately, frequent criticism and disrespect indicate a lack of emotional investment and genuine affection. When a woman consistently behaves in ways that undermine your confidence, dismiss your feelings, or belittle your value, it is a clear signal to consider walking away. Love and respect are inseparable, and when one is absent, the other cannot thrive. 5. She avoids commitment. The fifth sign, a woman doesn't love you, is a clear avoidance of commitment. Love naturally involves a willingness to build a shared future, make plans together, and integrate each other into important aspects of life. If she consistently resists defining the relationship, delays conversations about the future, or avoids serious commitments, it's a strong indicator that her feelings are not aligned with genuine love. Commitment avoidance can take many forms. She might deflect questions about exclusivity, remain vague about long-term intentions, or show reluctance to introduce you to friends and family. These behaviors reveal an unwillingness to invest in the partnership fully. While casual dating can be enjoyable, when a woman consistently evades deeper connection, it signals emotional distance and a lack of readiness or willingness to truly engage with you as a long-term partner. Another sign is hesitation around shared responsibilities. She may resist making decisions that impact both of you, avoid discussing finances, living arrangements, or joint plans, and show discomfort when the relationship moves towards stability. Love involves mutual accountability, and avoidance in these areas demonstrates that she is not emotionally aligned with your goals or invested in building a life with you. Her avoidance of commitment often intersects with inconsistency in actions. She may show affection sporadically, engage enthusiastically one moment, and withdraw the next. This mixed behavior creates emotional instability and confusion, leaving you uncertain about her true intentions. Men often rationalize these fluctuations as normal personality quirks or fear of vulnerability, but repeated avoidance patterns indicate a lack of genuine love. It's also important to observe her reaction to your own commitment signals. If you express desire to deepen the relationship, discuss long-term plans, or show investment in the partnership, a woman who doesn't love you may respond with indifference, excuses, or frustration. Her inability to reciprocate these efforts highlights her emotional disengagement and unwillingness to prioritize the relationship fully. Recognizing avoidance of commitment early is crucial for protecting your emotional well-being. Men who ignore this pattern risk investing time, energy, and affection into a relationship that cannot provide stability, growth, or reciprocal care. Love is active, demonstrated through consistent effort, shared goals, and willingness to navigate challenges together. When commitment is consistently absent, the relationship lacks a foundation and can lead to disappointment, resentment, and emotional exhaustion. Ultimately, a woman who avoids commitment is signaling that she does not see the relationship in terms of lasting partnership. Her hesitation, vagueness, and reluctance are warning signs that her feelings are not aligned with love. Understanding this allows you to make confident decisions, protect your energy, and seek connections with women who are genuinely invested and capable of building a meaningful, lasting bond. 6. She shows little or no effort. The sixth sign a woman doesn't love you is a consistent lack of effort. Love requires intentional action, and when a woman stops or never makes effort to nurture the relationship, it signals emotional detachment. Effort is seen in communication, thoughtfulness, planning, and the small gestures that demonstrate care and consideration. Without it, the relationship becomes one-sided and emotionally draining. A woman who doesn't love you will rarely initiate contact, plan time together, or show genuine interest in your life. Messages may be minimal or delayed, conversations shallow, and engagement only occasional or convenient for her. This lack of effort creates a dynamic where you are constantly giving, chasing, and trying to maintain a connection that is not reciprocated. Genuine love is active. It requires investment and consistency. Effortlessness is also evident in her willingness to compromise. A woman who loves you will adjust her schedule, prioritize your needs at times, and make sacrifices when necessary. When she avoids compromise, resists participating in shared responsibilities, or only acts when it benefits her, it demonstrates a lack of emotional alignment. Men often rationalize this as busyness or personal independence, but repeated avoidance of effort is a clear warning sign. Another indicator is how she responds to milestones or important events. She may show disinterest in celebrating achievements, forget significant dates, or fail to participate meaningfully in experiences that matter to you. Her absence or minimal involvement signals that the relationship is not a priority, and that her emotional connection is weak. This lack of effort also appears in conflict resolution. Women who love you will engage constructively to solve problems, communicate openly, and work to strengthen the bond. A woman who shows no effort may avoid discussions, dismiss your concerns, or leave issues unresolved, demonstrating that maintaining a healthy relationship is not important to her. Recognizing a lack of effort is crucial because it reflects the overall investment she has in the relationship. Men often try harder to compensate for her absence, but this imbalance creates emotional exhaustion and lowers self-respect. A relationship should feel mutual and energizing, not like an uphill battle to maintain interest and care. Ultimately, minimal effort is a major red flag. If she consistently fails to engage, prioritize, or contribute meaningfully to the relationship, it's a clear sign that her feelings do not align with love. Continuing to invest in someone who refuses to match your energy only results in frustration, disappointment, and lost time. Identifying this behavior allows you to protect your emotional health and seek relationships with women who are genuinely invested, reciprocate effort, and show care through consistent action. 7. She makes you feel unvalued. The seventh and final sign a woman doesn't love you is that she consistently makes you feel unvalued. Love is about recognizing and appreciating the other person's worth, effort, and presence. When a woman doesn't love you, her words, actions, and behavior often convey indifference, disregard, or even subtle contempt, leaving you feeling emotionally empty, underappreciated, and second-rate. This unvalued feeling can appear in many forms. She may dismiss your achievements, ignore your opinions, or fail to acknowledge your contributions to the relationship. Small gestures that indicate care, respect, or gratitude are absent. Instead, she may take you for granted, act as if your time and energy are easily replaceable, or show little enthusiasm for your presence. These behaviors are not signs of temporary mood swings. They are consistent patterns that reveal her lack of genuine emotional investment. Another sign is how she responds to your needs. A woman who loves you makes your well-being a priority, listens actively, and seeks to support and uplift you. When she consistently neglects your emotional, mental, or physical needs, it communicates that she doesn't value you as a person or a partner. Men often rationalize these behaviors, thinking that love is about tolerance or that she will come around. But consistent disregard is a red flag that her feelings do not match her presence in your life. Public behavior can also reveal how she values you. She may disregard you in front of friends or family, fail to stand up for you, or act as if your relationship is not significant. Love involves respect and pride in the partnership. When these are missing, it signals detachment and a lack of emotional alignment. Importantly, feeling unvalued is cumulative. Small signs, like cancelled plans, delayed responses, or dismissive comments, add up over time, creating an emotional landscape where you feel invisible, frustrated, or unimportant. Men often ignore these patterns because they focus on occasional affection or moments of connection. But love is consistent, and its absence is a serious warning. Recognizing this behavior early allows you to make conscious decisions to protect your energy and self-worth. You deserve a partner who acknowledges your value, invests consistently, and treats you with respect. Being with someone who makes you feel unvalued is emotionally draining and counterproductive to long-term happiness. Ultimately, a woman who consistently leaves you feeling unvalued is signaling that her feelings do not align with love. Her words, actions, and behavior reflect emotional disengagement and lack of care. Recognizing this allows you to step away before further investment leads to frustration, heartache, and diminished self-respect. Love should uplift, inspire, and make you feel significant, and when it doesn't, walking away is the wisest choice. Men, it's time to be honest with yourself. Love is shown through consistent actions, respect, and emotional investment. If a woman avoids intimacy, fails to prioritize you, neglects emotional effort, criticizes or disrespects you, shies away from commitment, shows minimal effort, or makes you feel unvalued, these are unmistakable signs that she does not love you. Ignoring these patterns leads to wasted time, emotional exhaustion, and diminished self-worth. Recognizing these red flags early allows you to protect your energy and make conscious decisions about your relationships. Love is reciprocal. When it isn't, the imbalance will only grow, leaving you frustrated and unfulfilled. A woman who truly loves you demonstrates care, consistency, and respect through both words and actions, and her investment in the relationship is evident in her behavior. Walking away from someone who doesn't love you is not rejection. It is self-preservation. It is about valuing yourself enough to seek connections that provide mutual care, respect, and emotional fulfillment. Staying in a one-sided relationship compromises your happiness and prevents you from finding the love and partnership you deserve. Pay attention to the signs. Trust your instincts. Protect your dignity and your heart. Being aware of these behaviors empowers you to act decisively, avoid unnecessary pain, and redirect your time and energy toward women who truly value you. Love should lift you, not drain you, and recognizing when it's absent is the first step toward finding the connection you genuinely deserve.